Kool TV proudly presents East Carter Raiders softball as the Kool Sports Network brings you coverage of the Raiders live from Grayson, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for the pregame show and East Carter Raiders softball live on Kool TV.
On a breezy night here in Grayson, it's Montana Fouts night as the Raiders will retire the alum and standout of Alabama here tonight in front of the home crowd as the Raiders welcome in South Point for this evening's contest. Good evening, everyone. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here on Kool TV as South Point rolls in with a record of 4-13. East Carter at 17-4. But the big name tonight in the house is Montana Fouts, and all the accolades that she had through her times here in Grayson, regional championship after regional championship, two-time Gatorade Player of the Year, just anything, the word softball that goes through Grayson, it all has the name of Montana Fouts connected to it. And here tonight, as you can see there in the center of your screen, the number 14 painted right behind the circle. They're going to honor Montana here in just a few moments and officially retire her jersey. It'll be the only jersey in East Carter softball history that has been retired, and rightfully so. There's nobody that's worn the number 14 better than what she has. And all the times that she spent, not only through her time here, but down in Tuscaloosa, it was just phenomenal to watch of what she did with the Crimson Tide there into the College World Series and everything. So I will have Montana on with me here in just a little bit. Of course, as you can imagine, there are several fans, most of those little gals of the softball rinks that are in attendance here to see Montana and get autographs and stuff. I did catch up with Montana just a little while ago and stuff, and but I told her, I said, work your way over here whenever you get a chance, no rush. But big thing is here tonight, we'll pay tribute to her and retire that jersey here in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and take a first break. We'll come back, we'll take a look at our starting lineups, and we'll get you ready for the retirement ceremony of Montana Fouts' jersey number 14. And then we'll play some softball, East Carter and softball, East Carter and South Point in softball, as we continue our coverage here on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg. Back here in Grayson as we get you set for East Carter and South Point.
Let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard. The South Point Pointers. Leading things off playing left field is Allie Stidham. Batting second and pitching is Addison Copley. Batting third at shortstop is Kaylee Stidham. The cleanup hitter is the third baseman, Maddie Evans. Batting fifth at first base, Gracie Carmen. Batting sixth and catching, Jaden Malone. Batting seventh in right field, Saratina Jackson. Batting eighth as the designated player is Sophie Butcher. And batting ninth in center field is Caitlin Evans. The flex player tonight is Gracie Webb. She'll play second base. Once again for the Pointers, Stidham, Copley, Stidham, Evans, Carmen, Malone, Jackson, Butcher, and Evans. Now for Derek Calhoun's East Carter Lady Raiders, 17-4 on the season. Leading things off at shortstop is Lydia Combs. Batting second at first base is Peyton Rice. The left fielder, Shelby Felty, will bat third. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, Trina Porter. Batting fifth as a designated player is Adriana Cordell. Batting sixth and pitching is Stephanie Tussi. Batting seventh at second base, Emily Biddle. Batting seventh at third base is Haley Hall. Batting ninth at center field is Lakin Nip. And your flex player for tonight for the Raiders is the right fielder of Allie Felty. Again, Combs, Rice, and Felty, Porter, Cordell, Tussi, Biddle, Hall, and Nip. That's the starting nine for Derek Calhoun's East Carter Lady Raiders. South Point in the road blues tonight, pinstriped in gold. South Point across the chest. East Carter in the red and blue. East Carter across the chest with the blue sleeves and the blue pants. Good umpiring crew here this evening. Bill Renzi will have the plate. Keith Rourke will be in the field. So a stellar umpiring crew that we'll have on this one. And again, you can see the number there in the center of your screen as a very nice crowd already on hand here this evening. And all of those mostly wearing red, white, and blue in support of Montana Fouts. They're going to retire her jersey here in just a few moments. And I was with the Raiders, God, for what, 3 years? We made the trips to Owensboro. We made those long trips. We played all day long, and it was some of the best times we had. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Our senior year and the Raiders' senior year, of all those seniors, the great seniors that was there with them, they played into the Final Four. Montana ran into some injury issues, and then the Raiders bowed out there to Butler in the state Final Four on Saturday morning. But it doesn't seem like it's been that long that it's happened, but it's been a long time since those girls that we had and ran them all the way through region championship after region championship after region championship, and then head off to the trips down south or west, whichever way you want to go with it. But you got a chance to watch Montana when she went off to Alabama and all the stuff that she did there. Had great success under head coach Patrick Murphy, and I got a chance to talk with Coach Murphy Montana's senior year when he came down to Owensboro to watch her play there in the state championship. And I got a chance to interview him on my show and stuff, and just a remarkable man. He's a heck of a head coach. Phenomenal job that he's always done there in Alabama and Tuscaloosa. But tonight we'll play some softball in a minute, but this evening it's all about the young lady's number that you see there on your screen. She's over here to my right, talking with Derek Calhoun now, and looks like she's getting ready to make her way toward the field. We'll get ready to start our festivities here. We're going to stay live with it as they honor Montana Fouts. And then we will play some softball here in just a few moments. Very breezy night here in Grayson. The wind is crazy nuts this evening. We had a camera blown over while we were setting up this evening. So everything is, I think, locked down and ready to go, but it's certainly going to be a challenge to say the least. We're back here with you Thursday night, East Carter and Morgan County in district play. I'll be on the call with that one. My wife Felicia and Jeff Irwin will be with me as we'll bring you coverage here from Grayson of 62nd District action. If it's your first time with us here on Kool TV, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell, and we'll alert you each time we put out new material. Glad to be here with you this evening. Cloudy, but a little bit breezy, to say the least. It's not an uncomfortable evening. It's going to get a little cool. There you see Montana donning the Raiders sweatshirt. And I think we're about ready to get things rolling here in just a second. So we'll turn it over to the PA announcer as we'll carry the retirement ceremony for Montana Fouts.
Tonight, your Lady Raiders will take on the Lady Pointers from South Point, Ohio. We'd like to give a warm welcome to former Lady Raider Montana Fouts, her family, and friends. It is with great honor to come together as we retire the number 14 for the East Carter softball program. Montana was a member of the varsity softball program for 7 years. During that time, she was named the 2018 Kentucky Miss Softball, 3-time Kentucky Gatorade Player of the Year, 2018 Max Preps National Player of the Year, 4-time All-USA First Team, and the all-time state leader in lowest ERA and most career strikeouts. She continued her softball career at the University of Alabama, where she accomplished the 2021 SEC Pitcher of the Year, the 2021 SEC Tournament MVP. She threw a perfect game against UCLA at the Women's College World Series, and was a 4-time Alabama All-American. A few other career highlights include the 2019 WBSC U19 Women's World Cup gold medalist, the 2022 World Games gold medalist, and the 2023 Pan American Games gold medalist, along with many others. Montana has created a legacy like no other, leaving a lasting impression upon the East Carter softball program. She is a great role model for the youth of our community and all over the country. At this time, if everyone would direct their attention to right field as we honor Montana with the retirement of her number 14 jersey. All right, fans, let's hear it one more time. Number 14, Montana Fouts.
Thanks, guys.
Let's go, Montana.
The accolades that you heard there for Montana speak for themselves. Just a remarkable career here in Grayson and East Carter, and then she went off to Tuscaloosa with Alabama. And the perfect game against UCLA in the Women's College World Series was remarkable. Just a phenomenal young lady, and had the pleasure of being able to watch her through her times here in Grayson, and it was cool. Cool to watch the hometown girl head off to big things there in Tuscaloosa with the SEC and have so much success. But they're meeting with the team, and they presented her some flowers, and you got to see the out there on the right field where the old scoreboard used to be. But that number 14, it'll be retired forever, as it'll be Montana Fouts only that'll have that jersey in the history for East Carter. So our head coach is meeting at home plate as we're getting ready for some softball between the Pointers and the Raiders. Bill Renzi, our home plate umpire. Keith Rourke, our base umpire this evening. Breezy conditions here in Grayson. And again, I kidded somebody earlier. I said there's two things you can guarantee you that you get in Grayson: fast food and wind. And that is a lot of truth, and that's speaking from someone who grew up in this town and not too far from this field, as I can see my own hometown house from just across the way here. But the wind here to this evening has been crazy, mostly blowing right back in the face of the hitters. It's been swirling around a little bit out toward left field, but you get a ball up in the jet stream tonight, goodness knows where it's going to go. Any ball in the infield, good luck. It's going to move at a good probably 20, 30 feet before you get underneath it. It's almost you're going to have to play it like a catcher. You're going to have to get your back turned to the backstop to be able to get up underneath it because of how much it's going to pull in behind you as it falls. But for me, this is going to be something unique. This is the first game this entire year, both high school and college, that I've broadcast on dirt. have not been on a dirt field all season long. So if I say turf, it's only because that's the fields that I have been calling games on this year. I have not called a game on a dirt field yet this year. So if I say turf, don't think I'm going crazy. It's just it's a force of habit. But beautiful playing surface here in Grayson. It has been it's been that way since Derek took over here, and just the remarkable job that he and his staff has always done here in Grayson of taking care of this field. And it's been top notch. And it's the plush grass on the outside, perfect dirt on the inside. You get good rolls. Fence is always lined with great support of the community, and just a great place for this to be. So again, let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors of South Point. Allie Stidham will lead things off. She'll play left field. Batting second and pitching is Addison Copley. Batting third at shortstop, Kaylee Stidham. Batting fourth and playing third base is Maddie Evans. Batting fifth at first base, Gracie Carmen. Batting sixth and catching, Jada Malone. Batting seventh in right field, Saratina Jackson. Batting eighth as a designated player, Sophie Butcher. And batting ninth in center field is Caitlin Evans. Now for the Raiders, Lydia Combs leads things off at shortstop. Peyton Rice bats second and plays first base. Shelby Felties in left field. She'll bat third. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, Trina Porter. Batting fifth is the designated player, Adriana Cordell. Batting at sixth and pitching, Stephanie Tussie. Batting seventh at second base, Emily Biddle. Batting eighth and playing third base, Haley Hall. And batting ninth in center field is Lakin Nip. We'll take our final break. We come back, we'll play some softball. It's East Carter and South Point when we return after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
I got kicked off campus, but they let me back on because my dad knew the dean.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that meaty, treaty, zesty, bestie, garlic saucy. Give me that dippy, doughy, melty topping, pepperoncini popping. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Give me that foldy, pepperoni, tantalizing. Give me that choco chicky, sticky, sweetie, hypnotizing. Give me that dippy, drippy, drummy, rippy, Papa wangin'. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some. Now I'm talking about, yeah.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Our national anthem here at Grayson as we get you ready for East Carter Raiders softball. They welcome in South Point this evening. James Carr, happy to have you along with us this evening as let's take a look at our starting pitcher for the Raiders tonight. It'll be Stephanie Tassi inside the circle. This will be her 10th appearance on the year, 6-3 record, 3.06 ERA, 48 innings of work, 50 hits, 52 strikeouts, only 6 walks, 30 runs given up, 21 of those earned. And before we get her up there, Montana's going to stretch out and deliver our first pitch. That may be the only ball I saw her throw in this ballpark. And we're going to try it again, I think. There it is. That one right down Broadway. So Montana Fouts tosses out a couple of first pitches here, and we're ready for some softball. Defensively for the Raiders, it'll be Felty, Nip, and Felty. That's left to right. Third to first is Hall, Combs, Biddle, and Rice. Punter behind the plate. Tassi inside the circle. Stidham, Copley, and Stidham, the three that will start things off here for the visiting Pointers. They come out with a record of 4-13. Breezy conditions tonight at the ballpark as winds 15 to 20, gust up near 30. Pleasant conditions though, 70 degrees. The wind a little cool though, so certainly makes it feel a little more brisk than it should, but either way, beautiful evening here in Grayson for this contest. Tassi goes through her final preparations, and we're ready to get things rolling. So Allie Stidham will lead things off. She bats .442, 19 hits, 4 driven in, 3 doubles, 4 walks on the season. Corners pitched in, outfield straight away. A very breezy evening as we've talked about here in Grayson.
Now batting number 4, Stidham.
Tassi goes to work. This one's lifted skyward over at first base. Rice into the dugout, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Great start for the Lady Raiders as Rice hauls it in. 6:03 first pitch, 70 degrees. Mixture of mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of sun trying to peek in from behind us. So that brings in the pitcher of Addison Copley. Copley batting .449 on the season, 22 hits, 10 driven in, 5 doubles, a walk. First pitch misses high for a ball. Our crew this evening, Felicia Carr, executive producer, Taylor Heath, taking care of your camera work there on the field level. 1-0 misses down and in, 2-0. I'm playing octopus arms tonight with everything I'm trying to keep up with. Tassi back to work with a 2-0. Right down Broadway, a called strike, 2-1. Nice screwball there to get back into the count. Right-hander settles herself back at the right-handed side. I had 2 balls and 1 strike. Tassi back to the plate. Tries to work upstairs and misses. It's 3 balls and a strike to the pitcher for the Pointers. Tassi ready to go back to work with a 3-1. This one's lifted out of play and a foul ball, and the count moves to full. Somebody got a truck, from what I understand. That's why you do not park back there. Who wins this one on the battle of the pitchers? Mano y mano as Tussie's going with the full count pitch and misses high, ball 4, and a 1-out walk issued.
Now batting number 19, Stidham.
So it brings in Kaylee Stidham. 255 hitter, 9 hits, 11 driven in, 3 doubles, 4 walks. Runner going, throw down to second base, and a dandy throw by Porter. That was a no-doubter. She was out a mile. Perfect throw. The question was the pitch it was a ball? It looked like it was a bit low, so erase the runner, 2-6 on the putout. 2 down to the frame. This one's lifted skyward out of play. 1-1. Trina Porter unleashed that one, and it just looked so effortless. And when Combs made the catch, it was like, all right, it was like Willie Mays Hayes on Major League. Come on, get to the bag. Great throw there by the catcher. Here's the 1-1 from Tussie. Straight into the net. My camera operator didn't move, and she knows better because if she did, she was fired. That was right at her. She didn't flinch. I think I trained her well. The 1-2 from Tussie. Off the end of the bat, Felty dropping over by the line, makes the catch, and ends the inning. South Point goes in order. We head to the bottom of the first after this on Kool TV.
JD Flooring 2017 Ashland Road Greenup has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Bottom of the first inning here in Grayson, and time for the Raiders to go to the plate. Addison Copley will start things off inside the circle. She's only thrown 2 innings all season long. I didn't even build a graphic for it. Didn't expect her to go to the mound or the circle this evening. 2 hits, 1 run, no earned, struck out 2, walked none. She's only faced 10 batters. She'll go after Combs, Rice, and Felty. 3 to start things off here for the Raiders in the home first. Our camera operator, she was following what's supposed to be in the ball. She said she thought it went that way. This is going to be a long night if that's what it is. Jeez, oh, Pete. I'm gonna regret bringing her with me again. I thought I'd written her off after basketball season and then bring her out here tonight, and I don't know. We'll see. It can only get better from here. I mean, I don't know that it could go any worse than right to left. So Lydia Combs leads things off, batting .433 for the Raiders. The shortstop, 29 hits, 10 driven in, 4 doubles, 5 walks on the season. Copley, the freshman, lines and delivers. This one's rocked down the line, left field at the wall. See ya! That's a heck of a start for the Raiders. Blast one across the left field wall, says Lydia Combs as she yells Yahtzee on the first pitch she sees. 1-0 Raiders. That got a fist pump from Jimmy Shelton down the third baseline. That's the old said, welcome to the bigs, kid. That's a heck of a way to put an exclamation point on Montana Fouts night. So it brings in Peyton Rice. She chops this one foul. Rice, a .542 hitter, 39 hits, 17 driven in with 7 doubles. 3 walks on the season. The 0-1. Upstairs, count evens at 1-1. Open stance from the right side. 1-1. That one's lifted skyward. Deep left field at the wall. Look up. Gone! Raiders go back to back. Two 2-0 Raiders. That's the way you start a ball game. I've called more home runs in the past 2 batters than I've called most of the season. And we're going to visit inside the circle from South Point's coach. You go out and you talk to your freshman here and you say, well, welcome to the game, kid. Now settle in and try to go to work here. And I think we're going to move some players around, looks like. As we're going to get a pitching change. Yeah, Evans is going to come on to pitch. We'll step aside for a break. We'll come back and tell you about it when we return after this on Kool TV.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family-owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
New pitcher inside the circle is Maddie Evans. Evans, 14 appearances, a 1-6 record with an 11.58 ERA, 35 2/3 innings of work. Count to Shelby Felty is 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. First 2 batters for the Raiders have all gone Yahtzee. Here's the 1-2. Trying to go upstairs and misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The net caught on our tripod. Here's the 2-2. Full count. Evans back to work with a payoff pitch. Down and in, ball 4. So a base runner aboard for the Raiders. And that brings in Trina Porter.
Now batting number 24, Trina Porter.
Porter batting .418 on the season, 28 hits, 35 driven in, 8 doubles, 6 walks. She sends this one for a ride, but well foul on the left side. Raiders have already parked 2 beyond the fence. Wind blowing toward that left field corner. Nice job laying off that one as the count will even at 1-1. Evans winds and delivers. Breaking ball stays up out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. A little bit of sunshine popping through the clouds behind us, warming things up nicely. Beautiful evening here in Grayson. Just that wind has been phenomenal tonight. That one's down the line, left side, and falls in there for a base hit. So 2 on for the Raiders.
Now batting number 1, Adriana Portal.
And that brings in Adriana Cordell, designated player for the Raiders, batting .451. Got a courtesy runner for the catcher, as Goebel comes on to run. People ask, what's the difference between a courtesy runner and a pinch runner? So in baseball and softball, you get courtesy runners for your pitcher and catcher if you elect to use them. They have to stay the same the entire game. So once you elect who is going to be the runner for the pitcher, who's going to be the runner for the batter or the catcher, they have to run the same people, can't not change around. Now a pinch runner, when they enter the game, they have options. They either have to remain in the game for running who they're running for, or if they come back out and the other player returns back in the lineup, then that person's done for the night. They cannot re-enter the game. 1-0, lifted weakly over to shortstop. 1 down on the infield fly. So it brings in the pitcher of Stephanie Tussie. Tussie batting .353 on the year, 24 hits, 20 driven in, 8 doubles, 3 walks. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch down and in. Felty out at second, Goebel running for Porter over at first. 1-0, breaking ball runs away, 2-0. Hitters count here for Tussie. Down the right side, and that was going to drop in for a foul ball. 2-1. We're kidding with Jimmy Shelton before the game. He told my wife, said, you can coach third base tonight, and I'll call the game with James. I said, I should have. If I'd known you'd been there, I said I would have brought a microphone. We'd mic'd him up in the game. In-game commentary with Jim Shelton. There would have been people lined up for days to listen to that. Tussie lays off that one. It's 3-1. Really good job there by her. She started to pull the trigger and pulled back and let it stay in. 3-1. This one's in the gap, right center field, coming over and making a nice running catch is Jackson. Tagging and moving up are both runners, and then the Pointers throw the ball into right field, and that's going to bring another runner to the plate. So Jackson makes a nice play. Felty and Goebel both tag up. And then Felty comes to the plate on the throwing error by Stidham. Goebel moves over to third. Make it 3-0 East Carter. Here's a chopper out to shortstop. Copley can't field it. And Biddle's going to reach on the error by the shortstop.
Now batting number 7.
That'll bring home another run. 4-0 Raiders. And Haley Hall to the plate. Hall a .390 hitter, 16 hits, 12 runs driven in. She gets ahead 1-0. 4-0 Raiders here with 2 out in the inning. This one's down the right field line and bending foul. Seventh batter of the ball game, and the inning, I should say, that's come to the plate here for the Raiders. The first two of Combs and Rice going across the left field wall. Combs with a no-doubter down the line, and then Rice out there by the foul pole. Here's a ball out toward left field. Stidham comes on, makes a running catch, and that ends the inning. But the Raiders dent the scoreboard 4 times in the first. They go back-to-back with home runs with Combs and Rice. 4-0 as we head to the second after this on Kool TV.
Temperatures are on the rise, and so is the bite, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lou, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus.
Second inning, 4-0 our score. 4, 5, and 6 due up this inning for the Pointers, and Matty Evans will lead things off.
Now batting number 23, Evans.
This one's lifted straight up behind the press box here over top of our heads, 0-2. Evans started over at third and was quickly called upon after shortstop now of Copley gave up 2 long balls to her first batters. Tussey ready to go back after it. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Porter drops it. She'll pick it up and fire down the first base to record the out. 1 down in the inning.
Now batting number 13, Carmen.
So Gracie Carmen steps in, the first baseman for South Point. 219 hitters, 7 hits, 2 driven in, 3 doubles, 7 walks. First lefty we've seen in the ball game. Healthy hack there that comes up empty. Great crowd on hand here tonight. There is well over probably 200 people here easily on the East Carter side. 0-1, took something off of that one and got her to offer and come up empty. 0-2. Tussey's on the rubber, she's ready to go. Carmen awaits the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. Tussey picks up her second strikeout of the ball game, and that brings in the catcher of Jaden Malone. Malone of 176 hitters, 6 hits, none driven in, 4 walks. She hits this one over weakly to third base. There's Haley Hall for the catch and a 1-2-3 inning for the Raiders. 4-0 as we head to the second. Back after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
4-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Raiders in front. Lakin Nip will lead things off, waiting on the catcher for South Point. She recorded the last out there, so she had to get dressed. 9 at the top due up this inning for the Raiders. It'll be Nip, Combs, and Rice. So Lakin Nip, a 500 hitter, 20 hits, 9 driven in, 3 walks, 1 double. Raiders with a 4 spot in the first. This one's over to the third base side and a foul ball. 0-1. We're trying to grab Montana Fouts in the third inning. Bring her over for some commentary, and she's always full of words. And if you know her all too well, you know that's not true. She does not like to talk in public. 0-1. Upstairs 1-1. I used to kid her every time she would do my show. It was like I could have a 15-minute segment set up with her, and I could get every question I wanted answered precisely in about 6 minutes. 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Nip, the center fielder for the Raiders. Raiders back here Thursday night. Morgan County in for a 62nd district matchup. This one's over to the third base side and a foul ball. Now, how about that? My camera operator actually went the direct way the ball traveled. She's learning a little bit, I guess. Getting the death glare, it's okay. I get paid to get those glares. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nip. Right-hander settles herself back in. Goes upstairs and comes up empty. 1 down. That takes us back to the top of the order, and Lydia Combs, she blasted the first ball in play down that left field line for a no-doubter. As her and Rice went back-to-back in the first. This one's lifted out of play on the first base side. Giving a look there was Carmen at first, but she runs out of real estate. Combs settles back in. Wind picks back up, blowing toward that left field corner. Screwball misses high, 1-1. Got a little bit of wind blowing out now from behind us as that one misses upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted weakly in the infield. Now over in foul territory is Stidham. She'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. That brings in Peyton Rice. Rice blasted one over the left field wall out there by the light pole, kind of toward the gap on a no-doubter her first time through. Screwball downstairs, 1-0. Felties in the on-deck circle would go next if Rice reaches. 2 down in the frame, nobody on. Raiders lead at 4-0. Hot chop, third base side, and a foul ball. Count evens at a ball and a strike. 1-1. Bounces that one to the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Combs and Rice gave East the 2-0 lead, and then they added 2 more. That went all the way off the catcher's glove into the backstop. It's 3-1. Evans took over after the first 2 batters, settled things down, and trying to work a clean second here. If she can retire Rice, but she's behind 3-1. Here it comes. This one's drifting out of play down the line left side. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the first baseman for the Raiders. Evans inside the circle, takes a look for the call to the arm card. Walks up on the rubber. Rice awaits the payoff pitch. Here it comes. This one's lifted skyward, deep at left field. Stidham drifting in, makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Raiders go in order in the second, 4-0 as we head to the third after this on Kool TV.
But it's too early to get up, Uncle Rick.
But I brought you a fresh cup of coffee from Clark's Puppet Shop.
I'm up. All good mornings start at Clark's Puppet Shop. Plus, get 5 cents off per gallon of gas when you use the code from the app. Clark's Puppet Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Top of the third inning here in Grayson, 4-0. James Collier, pleasure to be honored and recognized again. Beside me, Montana Fouts. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Heck of a way your Raiders started things off tonight. A couple solo shots there to get things going. That's always a good thing to see.
Oh, yeah. I was a little bit worried about it. I was hoping that would be good luck, so I'm happy about it. Happy for him.
For you, getting a chance to come back here to Grayson and see all these people, everything that here, your jersey being retired, how special is that for you?
You know, it's really special just because I'm really thankful. I'm really proud of where I come from, so I'm really just happy to be here and honored to be a part of it, so I'm really grateful.
Saratina Jackson leads things off. She'll foul the first pitch away. Want to know all of the memories from Grayson all the way to Tuscaloosa. I mean, there's so many. How do you keep all of them together?
Oh, it's, you know, a lot easier than what you would think. I just try to stay really grateful for each and every little thing, and I would say just being a part of the family atmosphere makes it really easy. So I was really fortunate to go from here to Tuscaloosa, so I'm really grateful.
You have such a family atmosphere that you left here when you got to Tuscaloosa, and that was a big thing that they were big on, the family. Did you really feel like that it was, again, just being another part of a family once you got there into Alabama?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like that's their motto almost, just all the way across the board. Every sport in the whole state is just really cares so much about the sports and their players, so I couldn't have walked into a better situation.
Your years there, what's the one thing you take away the most that you like to bring back to the game of softball?
Honestly, the one thing that, and some advice that I would give to some of the younger players, especially when you love it so much, it can almost feel like it is your life. But I've been really fortunate and blessed to have people that have shown me that softball is just what I do. It's not who I am. So I feel like that's allowed me to play a lot more free and allowed me to enjoy other things other than softball, which ultimately makes the game so much better. So it's all a blessing. So I'm really happy and blessed.
Ball drops in there over on the second baseman on a ball that checks up, so an infield single as that one will fall in, and the first base runner for the ball game for South Point. You take the time that you had here with Derek and the times that you had here in Grayson, and then you go to work with Patrick Murphy. How much did you see the resemblances of how things kind of handed off from one to the next?
I would honestly just say, as far as being close with your teammates, I mean, for example, her name's Abby Bush now, but Abby Jackson, she played left field whenever I was here, and I was the maid of honor in her wedding. She'll be the same in mine. Like, it's just the family, and I played with my sisters, and I did the same when I was there. So I was really fortunate, like I said, to have family atmosphere, not only off the field, but on the field. So I went from playing with my best friends to making another group of best friends.
It was kind of funny. It's kind of surreal. We're standing here talking. I remember it was a time you guys had won the regional championship. I came here, did the show live. We were at a picnic table right here talking before we headed off to Owensboro, and hearing all of those accolades and all the time that you guys made those trips down to Owensboro. It was hard to believe it was that long ago, but it seemed like it was so recently.
Oh, it seems like yesterday. I feel like it goes by so fast. And honestly, I mean, I graduated, a year ago and moved out of Tuscaloosa, which is crazy to even say. It feels like it was last month. So time's going by really fast, but fortunately I have great people that I'm still really great friends with.
So you've done everything East Carter, you've done everything Alabama. What's next for Montana Fouts?
Well, it's so great for the sport that they just put baseball and softball back in the 2028 Olympics in LA. So I'm just training and hopefully be a part of that roster. So I'll do whatever it takes. So, and I also do lots of camps and clinics, and I love working with a lot of different pitchers, but specifically the ones here in Grayson. I think I got a couple on the middle school team. We got Tabor and Ava, and just a little shout out for them just because I know one day hopefully we're going to be retiring their jerseys too because they work really hard. So I'm just really fortunate to get to work with pitchers, do the camps, and just continue to train for those Olympics. So that's my goal.
Who's been those people that you have tried to lean on as you make that trek of trying to make that Olympic team to get yourself into Los Angeles in 28?
You know, I feel like it's just a good mix of people, like we've talked about. Like, I have a great relationship with everybody still in Tuscaloosa. You know, all my coaches, they said it from the beginning, but they love me as a person, not an athlete, and they've really shown that since I've graduated. So I've just really relied on them. And, of course, my family. You know, I mean, like I said, I have best friends and family here in Grayson. So, I mean, where else would I want to be, right? So I'm here training and loving every second of it, so really relying on them.
How hard was it for your dad? It's been so many times on the bucket with you here at Grayson to have to become dad. I mean, was that an adjustment for him once you headed off to Alabama?
Oh, I'm sure. I don't think he sat down anytime that I ever pitched in Tuscaloosa.
I don't think I could ever see Tim sitting down.
I think the TV really caught him, and he was always standing up, so I'm sure that there's evidence of that.
Looking around and you seeing everybody here, how special is that for you?
It's really special. I mean, like I said, I'm really honored to be here, but it's more of like how far it's come. I mean, we didn't have any of this during the game whenever we were playing, so I know it's going to continue to grow. So I'm really thankful for that, not only myself that I get to see it, but for the girls that are working every day in and out that they get to experience something like this for the game.
And you see so much emphasis around female sports, and you see the game of softball and how much it has really blossomed, and it's all because of the Women's College World Series, and you had a chance to be a part of that. How much have you noticed the changes since just the time that you were there in 4 years?
Oh, I mean, more and more people are watching it. More people are falling in love. I feel like all it takes is you just watch a couple games and you're like, man, I can't get enough of it. So I feel like the more that it's on TV and the more that we can represent the game of softball that we love, I feel like it will only continue to grow.
South Point getting aggressive here after the ball dropped out in right field. They're going to push a couple of runs across here in the third and cut it in half, 4-2. And again, an interesting thing that we've pointed out tonight is the wind. And the wind tonight does not make things favorable for an outfielder.
No, absolutely not. Not for your hair either.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
That's okay.
I've never had that problem. So a runner at third now with 2 down. This one's fouled into the net. I gotta get everything caught up here. Give me a second.
All good. I don't know if I could do that. A lot of technology going on over here.
Yes, a lot of technology. We love it all, though. So we got no balls and 2 strikes at the plate. 2 down. Runner at third and 2 runs across. And it's 4-2. And Kaylee Stidham at the plate. Tussey trying to get out of the jam with a runner at third. This one's lifted skyward left field. Felty fighting the wind. Reaches up, makes the catch, and ends the inning. Can you hang around for another half inning?
Absolutely.
All right, we'll step aside for a break. We'll continue with Montana when we return after this on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Becker Grayson, bottom of the third inning, 4-2. James Collier joined with Montana Fouts. And Montana, we were talking there in the break, and I said, life after softball. And he said, I want to be a farm girl. And that's something that is near and dear to your heart, too, that once you get an opportunity to get finished up with everything that softball has allowed you to have, that's what you kind of want to do as you move forward.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of my biggest goals has always been softball, of course, but like I said, I mean, softball is just what I do for fun, and I've been blessed that it's been a career and a job of mine. So hopefully whenever we come back home in the United States with a gold medal, I can retire on my farm and have my family there, hopefully lots of horses. We'll see what happens.
Good start for the Raiders as Shelby Felty drops one in for a base hit.
Now batting number 24, Trina.
So Trina Porter steps in, 1 for 1. And you look at the playing surface here. Always a beautiful playing surface. Does it look like it's changed any since you've been gone?
They cut the trees. I was just sitting there looking, and I was like, weren't the trees a lot closer?
Yeah, that's right, because all of that has been cleared out since the sports park was entered in and stuff. It gives it a little bit of a different backdrop.
It does. I do remember late nights my dad would be front tossing, and I would be taking tallies in the dirt right here and seeing how far and how many I could hit over the trees, which I don't know if that's possible given, they took quite a bit out.
Yeah, a lot of those are gone.
Yeah.
This was down the line, left field base hit. So back-to-back hits for the Raiders to start things off here in the home third. That brings in Adriana Cordell. She's 0 for 1. You talk about the technology and the advancement stuff. We were just radio when you were here, and now everything you look around, we're doing television and all this stuff. For you, watching the game from the SEC side of things and being able to see it broadcast all over the world, how special was that?
Yeah, I mean, it's so unique just because I feel like even years before, I mean, the SEC network was, I think its first year was maybe my freshman year or the year before that. So it's just come such a long way, and now there's been so many games played on ESPN, and it's getting just broadcasted all over the place. So I think that's the best thing for the sport.
Both runners are going to move up on the ball in the dirt. Do you see yourself in a broadcasting career?
I'm not sure. I feel like it could get me in trouble. I feel like sometimes I can be a little bit too blunt with the game. So we'll see. Maybe one day.
I was kidding, but in the break before you came over, I said I can always remember when I would have you on my show, I would have a 15-minute segment set up, and you could answer every question very bluntly in about 6 minutes. I said it was always right to the point. I loved it.
Yes, we've worked on it a little bit. Murph in every interview was like, you can expand a little bit. And I was like, I don't know how to do that, but I feel like we've come a little bit of a ways.
Talk about Murph a little bit. Is he a refined guy? Is he laid back? Is he really businesslike when it's on the field, but you see the other side of him when you walk away?
I feel like he can be whatever you need in that moment, which is one thing I love about him the most. I feel like that he really cares, but he really does try to strive to make sure that each girl does know their worth outside of softball. So I feel like he does a good job of caring a lot, but at the end of the day, loving you outside of the lines. So I feel like he does a good job, and that makes you want to run through a brick wall for him.
Stephanie Tussey with the bases loaded, nobody out. Big opportunity here for the Raiders as the pitcher steps in with a chance to help her own cause. Infield in. Tussey slaps this one to the first base side in a foul ball. Montana, you've seen this situation a few times, being the pitcher and those bases loaded. As a pitcher, when you get yourself in this situation, you have a direct relationship of what can happen with this game. How much pressure does that add to you as a pitcher, as a hitter in this situation?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like I've heard this line before, so I'm not going to steal it, but pressure is what you feel when you don't know what you're doing. So I feel like these girls probably feel the same way. I mean, butterflies is one thing, but I'm sure that they're like, you know what, just another day at the ballpark. So they're just taking it kind of with a grain of salt. Like it's a big deal. Bases are loaded, but they're going to do whatever it takes to score the runs.
You talk about butterflies, and I've always been, as a coach, I've always told my players that if you don't get butterflies before a game, you need to stop playing. It
Yeah.
means it means something to you when you feel that type of not pressure, but just that feeling you get in your stomach.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like I say that all the time to pitchers. Like, don't take it. It just means you care. Just because you're feeling a little bit just means that you put a work in and you want it to go well.
Ball hit into the infield. It's going to be an infield fly rule as Copley will settle under it for the first out of the inning. So base is still juiced. One down. So mom and dad, how are they doing?
Doing good, yeah. I mean, Dad has his building in St. Albans, West Virginia, that he's running, and that's doing really well. And Mom's doing great and thriving. So I'm really happy to be able to go get breakfast and dinner with him whenever I want to now.
Here's a ball that sinks in front of the center fielder as Biddle's on her horse. She's going to bring in 2, and the Raiders get back to 2 they gave up at the top of this inning. It's 6-2 East Carter. Nice piece of hitting right there. That's one of those balls to the center fielder. It's diving at your feet. You try to make a play, and it doesn't get there, and it's past you.
Yeah, those are tough, especially with the bases juiced.
Now batting number 10, Katie Ramey.
So we're ready to pinch hitter here for East Carter as Katie Ramey will step in for her first at bat. Pinch hitter. You didn't have to do any of that as a player, but this is nerves right here.
Oh yeah, we call it at school just like a different type of role. I mean, you have to be locked in probably more than anybody else. So I feel like it's really important part of the game just because you're learning and always trying to help the person next to you.
Going back to Tuscaloosa, what was the town like? I mean, could you relate it to Grayson, or was it just a much different type of town?
I feel like I was always saying, like I come from a small town, and people were like, well, how many people? And I was like, well, and I would look up Grayson, and they're like, oh, well, I didn't come from that small of a town. So Tuscaloosa was great just because it was a college town, so it wasn't necessarily a city. So it just felt like its own community, which is very much like how it is here in Grayson. So it, again, like just going back to the family atmosphere, I feel like everybody knows everybody. It's the same way, and especially college athletics there in Tuscaloosa. It's almost, you just walk down the hall and you're seeing people from football, baseball, softball, volleyball, anything that you could name it. I mean, we all know each other, so that's nice.
Here's the 0-1. Upstairs to the backstop. The runners will stay put. You talk about Alabama, and obviously the first thing everybody thinks of, Alabama football and the name that was there. But you see what the game of softball did with Alabama there, and now you see basketball and what it's been able to do. It's a program that's thriving in all sports, not just the sport of football.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I've loved about Alabama basketball this season is, so Coach Murphy went and spoke to the team. I feel like they were struggling a little bit within the team. And one of my favorite things about Nate Oates, and I've had a privilege of getting to know him a little bit, is he's going to do whatever it takes for his team to succeed, and he loves his players. So Murph went and talked to him, and he brought up Mudita, which is something that we've always looked for and strive to be as far as our team chemistry. And Mudita just means having vicarious joy in somebody else's success. So basically, if I can't get the job done in the circle, whoever comes up next after me, I want them to have it just as much as if it were myself. So that's something that I feel like all sports take after there, which makes it really fun atmosphere to play in.
Having that opportunity, Freeze gets the call over here to run after the little laced single through the right side. Runner comes home 7-2 East Carter here in the third. You had the opportunity when you were there in Tuscaloosa. You had a pitching staff to where if it wasn't there that night, you can hand the ball off and you knew somebody was right there to pick up and go after it. How big was that?
You know, it's so special, especially what's so great about college and your training is you're with them every day. And like I said, you are best friends and you get to know each other, and it's basically your job. I mean, it doesn't feel like that, but you're there, you're getting some of your school paid for, you're going to work, you're going to class, and it can turn into a job. So just doing that with your sisters, the people that you love, I feel like is really special knowing that they have your back.
1-0 pitch, fouled straight back. Well, let's talk about the big moment tonight. 14 on the center of the diamond, and that sign out there for you. Getting a chance to see that for the first time, what was that like for you?
It's so surreal in a way, just because it doesn't feel like that long ago that I was playing on this field and getting ready to play in the game. So it's just awesome getting to see the girls that are playing now and how much the game has grown, especially here in Grayson, because I don't feel like we really had softball wasn't really a huge thing whenever I was playing. And now we've got the Grayson Sports Park behind me, which is so awesome. I can't even put into words what that means, especially for our little town in Grayson. So just seeing it come so far after being gone for what seemed like forever, but yesterday at the same time is just really special. I'm grateful that they did all of this for me.
Let's go back to the top of the order. We're 2 down there as Lydia Combs steps in, 1 for 2. She's got 2 on, both in scoring position. First pitch misses upstairs. How much do you stay in contact with those players that you made those regional championship runs with, and all that large senior class that you guys left here?
Yeah, I mean, we stay in touch, that's for sure. I mean, we've got Taylor Jackson. She's been married, so she's married and has a baby, which is so awesome. And Riley Job, she was one of the other pitchers that is here tonight also. And like I told you, Abby Jackson, which now Bush, she's my best friend. I mean, I see her almost every day. So I'm really grateful that they showed up today, and I appreciate their friendship.
What is it about East Carter that you were able to make that connection with as a 7th grader, and just kind of you built that foundation at such a young age that blossomed into everything that you've been able to get to?
I definitely think it's just a lot of just spending time together, and people love to just be a part of something, which I think is so awesome in this little town. Is everybody wants to be in the know and know things and want to be a part of things like they are tonight. I feel like parents have always given everything that they've had to make that possible, so I'm really grateful that we have the community to do that and to let us blossom.
Montana, always a pleasure. Congratulations, and just remarkable young lady.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much. We'll take a break. 7-2 as we head to the 4th after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
I got kicked off campus, but they let me back on because my dad knew the dean.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that meaty, treaty, zesty, bestie, garlic saucy. Give me that dippy, doughy, melty topping, pepperoncini popping. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Give me that foldy, pepperoni, tantalizing. Give me that choco chicky, sticky, sweetie, hypnotizing. Give me that dippy, drippy, drummy, rippy, Papa wangin'. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some. Now I'm talking about, yeah.
Top of the 4th inning here, 7-2, East Carter in front. Big thank you to Montana Fouts joining us there in the 3rd inning for some commentary and catching up with her. Such a great young lady, and just I was very blessed just to be a part of everything that she did while she was here in Grayson, getting a chance to kind of chronicle her times through the broadcast booth, and all of the great kids here at East Carter too, and all those fun trips that they had all the way to the state tournament, and some long summer nights, but a lot of fun that still does not seem possible that we're still talking about it here. It's probably something like 6-7 years ago, maybe even longer than that. When all those rides started up. Well, back to softball, 7-2 our score. Raiders get 3 back of the 3rd. Maddie Evans 0 for 1 into the plate. Evans struck out swinging her first time through. Tussey back in the circle. To the plate she comes. Tries to stay downstairs and can't get her to offer 1 and 2. I was kidding after we finished up. I said, every time I would bring her onto my show, it was very frank, very quick, and she did a great job tonight. Really proud of her and the young lady that she has become as Tussey picks up the strikeout there for the first out of the inning. 3rd strikeout by the right-hander, and that brings in the first baseman of Gracie Carmen. Carmen a strikeout swinging her first time through. Swing and a miss. Screwball upstairs. And again, you talk about the game of softball and what women's softball has done for the game itself at all levels. has just been remarkable. And a lot of that is because of players like Montana Fouts and just all the big names. Jeannie Finch, that kind of started it there, and just fill in the gaps in between. But it's a fun sport to watch, especially when it's played the right way. And that's what makes it entertaining for fans. And it's something, you get two good softball teams, you put them together. It's a great game to watch if you enjoy a diamond sport. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tussie. And Jada Malone steps in. She's 0 for 1. Popped out to third her first time through. That's in there for a call strike, says Mr. Bill Renzi. That was fouled at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. And we'll be back with you here on Thursday night. 62nd District matchup with Morgan County in town. The 0-2. That one's out into shallow left field and drops in for a base hit. So a 2-out line drive single for the catcher, Jada Malone.
Now batting number 42.
Only the second hit of the ball game for the Pointers. And we'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher over at first base. So Cassidy comes on to run for the catcher. And Saratina Jackson steps in. Jackson a 200 hitter, 2 hits, 1 double. None driven in, no walks. That one gets past the catcher. As just now noticed that Felty has entered the ball game behind the plate for Porter. So move the runner up to second base on the passed ball. That's a called strike. 1-1. Breaking ball that gets away. It is a swing and a miss, so move the runner over to third, but the count goes to 1-2. Now see if Tusky can take care of Jackson and in the frame. Out to Biddle, a pick and a throw, and that ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 7-2 Raiders in front of the Pointers. Back after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 7-2 Raiders. Peyton Rice will lead things off. 2, 3, and 4 to up this inning for the Raiders. Homered and flying out to left in her 2 at-bats. Her and Combs went back-to-back to start the ball game. Maddie Evans back to work. The pitch misses down and in for a ball. If it's your first time with us here on Kool TV, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit That bell will alert you each time we put out new material. Foul ball makes the count 1-1. Four runs across in the first for the Raiders. South Point put 2 across in the third. East Carter countered with 3 in the home half. And back with the bats they go here after Tussey kept things quiet in the fourth for the visitors. Here's the 2-1. Slow rolled over toward the third baseman. Stidham picks and throws. Nice play, 1 down. That brings in Shelby Felty. Felty, a .477 hitter, 31 hits, 22 driven in, 5 doubles, 5 walks. Felty 1 for 1 in the ball game. Walked her first time through and then singled to left center. Chopped foul third base side. Evans back into the circle on the rubber to the plate. Nice piece of hitting as she stays back but can't keep it fair. Tried to sneak in the little high changeup there, and Felty threatened to lace it down the line on the right side, but it bent foul just before it got onto the grass. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Down the first base side and out of play as Carmen runs out of real estate. 1 down in the inning, nobody on. 7-2 Raiders. Here's the 0-2. Goes up and away with a screwball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's one thing I've liked about what Evans has done is she's really changed the eye level. Worked down and in and then up and away. She's been able to mix in, not been real accurate with the breaking ball, but has not been afraid to try to sling it in there. That one goes to 2-2. The 2-2. Down and in, and it's a full count. Evans has given up 2 walks in the ball game. Here comes the payoff pitch to Felty. And she rockets this one out to the shortstop and off her glove into left field. That, my friends, is a hit, as that was a rope right at Copley.
Now batting number 24, Trina Porter.
So Trina Porter to the plate. Porter 2 for 2 in the contest. Throws a changeup in there. She lays off. 2 singles left. The 1-0. That one's deep left field, dropping back Stidham. That one's off the top of her glove and over her head. Felty's coming from first to third. She'll come in easily. Porter motors in with a double, and the Raiders have something cooking here in the fourth. Stidham reached up and had it on the tip of her glove with a snow cone, but could not haul it in. Felty had to make certain that it wasn't caught. That's why she was not able to score in the play. But now Adriana Cordell steps in with a chance to add a couple more to the Raiders' scoring column. Pitch misses up and in. Quarterbacking .451 on the year, 23 hits, 15 driven in. The 1-0. Chop back up the middle, into center field. That's a base hit. They'll throw to the plate. Moving up on the throw is Kool, so an RBI single makes it 8-2. 10th hit of the ball game for the Raiders. And Stephanie Tussey's 0 for 2 climbs in. Line out and a pop out to short. .353 hitter is Tussey. 24 hits, 20 driven in, 8 doubles, 3 walks on the year. 2 on, 1 out, both of them in scoring position for the Raiders. Tussey's ahead 2-0. Biddle in the on-deck circle will go next. Opportunity for a big inning for the Raiders. Leading at 8-2 here in the home fourth. That one kicks away from the catcher. Here comes Porter from third. She'll score. And then she picks up the ball and flips it back over to the pitcher. She's like, here we go, I got you. So 3 balls and no strikes, 9-2 Raiders. That's what you used to do when you played wiffle ball. You picked it up after they soaked you and threw it back at them. 3-0. Out to short and off her glove. She tried to make a diving play and couldn't do so. 11th hit of the ball game as Stephanie Tussey drives home a run. 10-2 Raiders.
Now batting number 9, Emily Biddle.
So we'll get a courtesy runner for the pitcher as Adams will come on to run. And to the plate is Emily Biddle. Biddle, a .333 hitter, 18 hits, 11 driven in, 2 doubles, 5 walks on the year. She's 1 for 2 tonight. Reached on an error first time through and then doubled to center. Adams still second base and gets the applause of the fans here locally. So another runner in scoring position for the Raiders, and see if Biddle can clutch up and poke one home. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs, lays off, 2 balls and no strikes to the second baseman for the Raiders. Raiders 10 runs on 11 hits. 2-0. Now rope back into center field, and that one's down for a base hit. Here comes the runner from second. Adams is going to come in and score easily. It's an RBI single, makes it 11-2.
Now batting number 17, Emily
So Emily Felty steps in. Looks at a called strike. Felty batting 125 on the year, 1 hit. Opportunity here to keep things rolling for the Raiders, who pushed across 4 already in this inning. Lake and Nip in the on-deck circle will go next. Biddle over at first with the RBI single. This one's hit back inside the circle. Evans will go to second base and will get the force out. So 1-6 on the putout on the fielder's choice. Nice play there by Evans in the circle to pick up the lead runner. So 2 down, still a runner at first base. As Goebel will come on to run over at first. And Lake and Nips 0 for 2 steps in. Struck out swinging and lined out to third. There goes Goebel. Throw down is in time. Nice play and a great throw by the catcher as Goebel is caught stealing to end the inning. But East Carter plates 4 on 5 hits. 11-2 as we head to the 5th. We're back for more after this on Kool TV.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Here's a look at that last play to end the inning. Check out this throw from the catcher. She threw a bullet. And right there was Copley to cut down Goebel at the bag. 11-2 as we head into the top of the 5th inning. 8-9 on the top. Sophie Butcher leads things off. She's 1 for 1. First pitch to Butcher, misses wide for a ball. 364 hitter. She dropped one in right in front of the second baseman on a tough play her first time through. It's 2-0. Raiders can hold here and push a run across in the 5th. That'll bring the game to a conclusion due to the mercy run rule. Chopped foul. 2-1. Raiders will send 9 at the top as Nip will return to the plate after she was there when the inning ended. Felty has moved from right to third. Porter's out in right field. This one's going to get over top of the fence. Count goes to 2-2. Dusty's done a really good job inside the circle tonight. Only 2 runs on 2 hits. Foul tipped at the plate. Four strikeouts, 2 walks for the righty. She can pull one out of the hat here and pick up the 5th strikeout of the ball game. 2-2. Another foul ball. Over to the third base side, a diving play by Combs. She'll pick it up and fire it over, not in time though. Heck of a pick there by Combs in the hole. But an infield single will put the runner on board. So brings in Caitlin Evans, center fielder. Had a sacrifice bunt her last time through. She laces this one foul on the third base side. 167 hitter, 3 hits, 2 walks. Only the 3rd hit of the ball game for the visiting Pointers. Back to the top of the order. We go after this batter. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Throw down. They've got her hung in a pickle, and she quickly scurries back to the bag. Nice throw there by Felty. We may have an issue with the player over at first base. So I think we're going to get a runner for her, is actually what the conversation is. Breezy night here in Grayson. Long conversation here with assistant coach for South Point and home plate umpire Bill Renzi. So they have, what they've done is they've re-entered. So a pinch runner as Cassidy will run for 20. That's what he was trying to make certain that they could do that in that position. So the council, with 2 down in the inning, runner at first base. The 1-2. Foul away. Evans awaits the 1-2. Here it comes from Tussey. She sends this one out to short. This could be 2, 6, 4, 3, not in time. A little bit of a low throw to get the lead runner out at second base for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 4, Stidham.
So we're back to the top of the order, Alley Stidham. 442 hitter. 0 for 1 tonight. A fly out to first and then walked her last time through. One down in the 5th, 11-2 Raiders. Here's the 1-0. Fouled into the net. 1 ball and 1 strike. South Point's 2 runs coming across in the 3rd inning. East Carter counted with 3 in the home half of that inning. Only inning the Raiders did not score was there in the 2nd. But a pair of 4 spots bookending their 11-run total. 4 in the 1st, 4 in the 4th. 2-1. Up and in, 3-1. Raiders got a big start to this ball game from Lydia Combs and Peyton Rice as they both go Yahtzee over the left field wall and they start the ball game out back-to-back home runs. Tussey's 3-1. High ball 4. Puts 2 on. So Addison Copley started inside the circle. She went 2 batters before handing the ball off. She's over at shortstop now, 449 hitter, 0 for 1 tonight. Walked her first time through and hit a fly ball and reached on an error to the right fielder. Here's a ball over to short. Nice play there by Combs as she goes backhand and flips it to third base to get the lead runner. Dandy play there by the shortstop. 6-5 on the putout. 2 down in the frame. Could have been a replay. Our producer not paying attention. They're fair. They're both fired tonight. This one's lifted skyward into the gap, giving chase. Nip, she makes a running catch and ends the inning. South Point threatens, but they come up empty. 11-2 as we head to the home half of the fifth. Raiders in front. Back after this on Kool TV.
Temperatures are on the rise, and so is the bite, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lou, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
Bottom of the fifth inning, 11-2. Raiders in front of South Point. 9 in the top. Lake and Nip will resume her spot in the batter's box as she was there when the Pointers threw out a runner at trying to steal second base. That was Goebel. So 1 run is all that's needed for the Raiders to end this one in 5. Maddie Evans to start the fifth inning of work, and the first pitch misses high for a ball. Again, Montana Fouts night here at the ballpark. Her number being retired. A new big sign out there in right field as Nip reaches for the first time in the ball game and the 13th hit of the contest for the Raiders.
Batting number 2, Lydia Combs.
So go back to the top of the order. Lydia Combs, 1 for 3. Her one, a blast down the line in left field to open the ball game. What a way it would be to end it if she could yell Yahtzee and walk it off here for a run rule win. Looks at a nice pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 from Evans. That one's in the dirt, and Malone can't find it. That'll move Nip out to second base as the count evens at 1-1. So the game-clinching run now in scoring position. The ball in the outfield would bring this one to a conclusion. Breaking ball runs wide, 2-1. First time I've called a game for behind home plate here at East Carter. Usually up in the press, but I like it. This is it's a good angle. Camera out in the outfield, it gives us the home plate view, and then still fight with the net. Again, it's just because of there's really no angles here that you can get the field, and everything's so tight on a softball field. It makes it tough. Half-hearted swing there, 2-2. But again, it looks good. You can work on it. You can see everything going on in the field for the most part, and then still go through the netting there with the zoom on the camera and get up close and personal. As long as you go to the right direction of where the ball is. I will give Taylor a little bit of credit. After her first inning blunder, she has done much better. At least the ball has been in the screen of every play after that. Ball hit the left, she was in right. Here's a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 down in the inning. Nice pitch there from Evans. Picks up her second strikeout of the ball game. So it brings in Peyton Rice. 1 for 1. Her lone hit, the solo shot beyond the light pole out there in left center. Lays off that pitch. It's downstairs. Have tip to my crew tonight, Felicia Carr, executive producer, and Taylor Heath, our camera operator. Those two together, maybe a quarter and an extra nickel, and you might get halfway to a pack of gum. 1-0 pitch, misses high. They do a pretty good job. If you can keep them from talking. Sometimes they get talking too much. But they do a pretty good job with everything they do. I think this is Taylor's first ever game on a diamond, so 2-0. Oh, she's fired. She flinched. I saw that one. All those balls in the net, and she hadn't flinched all night. We get one at the end, and it's not even close to her, and she flinches. 2 balls and a strike to Rice. Nip out at second base. Here's the 2-1. Down and in, 3-1. Evans back inside the circle. 3-1 pitch. Called strike 3-2. That gets a little bit of a grumble from the fans here close by. So Evans works it full. Rice settles back in. Evans with a payoff pitch. The righty lines and deals. Swing and a miss. 2 down in the inning. So Shelby Felty's 2 for 2. She'll climb in. A walk and 2 singles. Again, game-clinching run stands out at second base. They can find a way to get Nip home. That'll end the ball game. Pitch misses high for a ball, 1-0.
Find a gap right here, put it in play.
Here's the 1-0. That one's through the hole up back into center field. Here comes Nip, and the Raiders are going to win it by a final score of 12-2. A walk-off RBI single for Shelby Felty, and that is your ball game.
Now batting number 24, Trina.
No, there's no more batting on that one, my friends. That's your ball game. 10-run rule in effect as the RBI single brings home Nip. And the Raiders win this one by a final score of 12-2 in 5 innings. Post-game show when we return after this on Kool TV.
JD Flooring 2017 Ashland Road Greenup has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
12-2 and 5, your final score here this evening. East Carter picks up win number 18 on the season. Here's how it went down. Lydia Combs and Peyton Rice yell Yahtzee on their first 2 pitches to start the ball game in the home half of the first. Raiders dent the scoreboard 4 times in the first. They put 3 more up to answer 2 by South Point in the 3rd inning. They get 4 more in the 4th, and then a walk-off RBI single by Shelby Felty. Her 3rd hit of the ball game brings home Lake and Nip from second base. Raiders win this one 12-2 in 5. We'll take our break. We come back. We will take a look at our final numbers and wrap things up here from Grayson. Winners are the Raiders, 12-2-5 over South Point. We continue after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
Temperatures are on the rise, and so is the bite, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lou, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
I got kicked off campus, but they let me back on because my dad knew the dean.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that meaty, treaty, zesty, bestie, garlic sauce. Give me that dippy, doughy, melty topping, pepperoncini popping. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Give me that foldy, pepperoni, tantalizing. Give me that choco chicken, sticky, sweetie, hypnotizing. Give me that dippy, drippy, drummy, whippy, Papa wangin'. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some. Now I'm talking about, yeah.
12-2-5 innings, your final score here. Let's look at our numbers. 3 hits for the visitors. Butcher goes 2 for 2 from the bottom half of the order. Malone with the other base hit. For East Carter, 14 hits in the contest. Felty and Porter with 3 each. Felty with the game-clinching run as she drives in as Nip scores from second to win it. Combs and Rice go homers with the first 2 pitches of the ball game. Biddle and Porter with doubles. That's your lone extra base hits in the contest here tonight. Pitching looks like this for South Point. Copley, she does not retire a batter. She faced 2, gave up 2 hits, both of those home runs. 2 runs both earned. She hands the ball off to Evans, who goes 4 2/3 innings. 12 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned. Strikes out 3, walks 2. Copley will take the loss. Stephanie Tussey goes 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, none of those earned. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. She'll take the victory. Final numbers look like this for South Point. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. They leave 4 runners on base. For East Carter, 12 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. They leave 3 runners on base. An hour 25 minutes to decide this one. And it comes out with a 12-2 victory for the Raiders as they pick up win number 18 on the season. They go to 18-4, South Point to 4-14. Big thanks to my crew tonight, Felicia Collier and Taylor Heath. Good job by them taking care of business here this evening. Montana Fouts, great time spending with her there in the 3rd inning. And here again, Montana Fouts night as they retired the number 14. And you see it there again in your screen and a big sign out there beyond right field where the old scoreboard used to be. But very well deserving for that young lady for all the accolades that she's put together from her time here in Grayson and on out there in Tuscaloosa with Alabama softball, and now trying to make her trip into the 28 Summer Olympics in LA with the U.S. Olympic team. Final score, 12-2. East Carter wins it in 5 for Felicia Collier and Taylor Heath. Everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying good night. We'll talk to you Thursday night right here from Grayson as we bring you East Carter and Morgan County live on Kool TV. Good night, everyone.
Kool TV proudly presents East Carter Raiders softball as the Kool Sports Network brings you coverage of the Raiders live from Grayson, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for the pregame show and East Carter Raiders softball live on Kool TV.